Dear brothers and sisters, the ones who asked me, all South Sudanese who asked me that I should do this video in English in order to reach nationwide. It's okay. I'm doing it right now, but I really want you guys to pay attention, be all ears, pay attention to what I'm saying, and please, I want you guys to share it. This thing is going straight to our leaders, you know. Due to my story where I got stuck in Cairo International Airport due to the single visa entrance, you know, when those guys, in that small period when they arrested me, I looked into how they treat South Sudanese. My God, I can swear that these people, if you were to tell that, if you were to ask them that rate South Sudanese out of 100%, rate them, I swear to God, they would not be able to even give us 1% of how fit we are, you know. So, and all the blame goes to our leaders. I have to be so frank and I have to be so honest, okay? I'm not SPLM-IO, I'm not in SPLM-IG, neither do I belong to any political party. I am a child of this soil. I'm talking as a child of this soil, as a son to this motherland, South Sudan, okay? And if someone goes wrong and believes that I am criticizing, then take it that way, but the truth have to be said. Our leaders have failed us. There is no country, listen to me clearly, there is no country in this whole entire universe, a country that could put foreigners ahead of their own citizens, you know. There is no any country. Go to Kenya, go to Uganda, you know, to the extent by where one thing I witnessed in Egypt, you know, if you're a South Sudanese or from somewhere else and you go to the shop, you want to buy something, even if you came the first before Egyptian and then any Egyptian come behind you, you know, they would first, you know, strike their hand to take what? To take the money from their brothers, yet you were the first. Yet you were the first to reach the shop. Why? It's because they have that love, they have that power of citizenship. They know the value of their citizens, okay? But South Sudan, it is the most and the most and the most and the most scam country in the whole world, okay? And this is straight to our leaders. This is straight to our leaders, you know? Just like how I'm trying to open my own case here to work on this visa thing where these guys had, you know, made a mess and all of that. You know, these guys have to go and bring another South Sudanese like me, you know, to come and scare me, to be like, you know, do you know who I am? So that I can back off from my case, which is a no, okay? You know, youths are crying, they're saying there is no work, there is no work. And indeed, there is no work. If there is any interview that someone, any journalist could ask one of our leaders that, what's wrong with South Sudanese youth? They will say South Sudanese youth are very lazy, they don't want to work. Of which that is not the point. That is not the point. People are jumping things and they don't want to follow up the truth. Pinch it. I mean, press that button. Because most of our leaders, the truth is that the crisis that is happening is not Minister of Finance, whatever economic crisis that is happening in South Sudan is happening because of our leaders, you know. You find there is no any country that is being, I mean, their businesses or everything concerning money is being held by foreigners, you see. Go to the market or just move on the roadside here. Get a shop. It is a shop, it's for a Darfurian working. It's owned by a Ugandan, you know, selling clothes and hardware with a Somalian and, you know, Uganda bringing the Azam, whatever. Every business, making it 90% of our money goes outside the country. Because our South Sudanese, they have that feeling by where they look, I mean, they see themselves down, yani. You get to ignore a fellow South Sudanese like you, you know. How many youths, you know, one time I witnessed it with my own two naked eyes, where a guy who drives a water tank, when he was caught by the traffic police, you know, when he removed the license, it belonged to who? To a South Sudanese man, one of the big businessmen. And come on, Why don't you employ your own? You want to tell me that there are South Sudanese who do not know how to drive? No, but our leaders know. You know, being South Sudanese, these people will get to come and spoil your business. People started, our leaders, they worship the white skin. They worship it. It's their God. You know, they neglect their own. Yet in all these countries, we are nothing. We are seen as nothing. We are treated like feces. And you're here. You know, how many buildings, how many hotels are being owned by South Sudanese, but they will never employ a South Sudanese from up until down. Never. Wallah, I swear to you guys, the truth must be said. You know, move in all the hotels here. You will never find a South Sudanese has a cashier. You will never find a South Sudanese has an accountant. You will never find South Sudanese has a managing director. You will never find South Sudanese anything. If you want to look for a South Sudanese, the ones that mops the floor, the cleaners, the ones that clean down, they are the ones. They are so-called. That's the only work that is available for them in all these hotels. Yet our leaders, for how long have I been saying this? I even went beyond. I took my document of us requesting, say that the government should look into us as youth to see a law that can be inflicted by where we should impose a law on the foreigners, telling them that if you own a hotel, make sure that 70% or 80% of your employees must be South Sudanese. They must be South Sudanese. Yes. But the government don't care because it does not hurt them anywhere. Nobody cares. Our leaders, they don't care because it does not hurt them anywhere. This crisis we are going in, it does not hurt any of them because their children are living luxurious life in Nairobi, you know, Uganda, you know, Rwanda, you know, Tanzania. They are living a life. So you can feel our pain and you can't even recognize the truth because you take the white skin as your God. You people made our country look like a toilet to the foreigners. It's like a toilet. Obviously, to the foreigners, it is like a toilet. A toilet by where anyone can come and enter, you know. And when they clean themselves, when they help themselves, they clean themselves and throw every dirty thing there, and they leave, they go to their beds. Very clean and safe for them to sleep. Don't blame the youths for anything. You know, foreigners right now, a foreigner can tell you, and this is happening. It happened to me many times. I'm working. It happened to me many times by way of foreigners who say, you know, in a conversation that if you want, we can go wherever you want. I tell you, you can never lock me inside jail. Never. You can never lock me. And I spend 3 minutes without being out. They believe because most of our big people, yes, this is their gods. You can rescue them anytime you want, no matter how hard we try to fix this country. If youths are jobless, there is nothing that is for this country because everything is going out to the foreign countries. Why not inflict a law that gives us? Why did we separate from Sudan, North Sudan? Why? As South Sudanese? It was because we are being enslaved by the Sudanese people. Back in the days, we were not given rights, you know, the rights to sit in the office or rights to make big businesses, you know. We're not given that freedom. We were only given a maid work by where you become a house helper. You wash their clothes while they're outside. The same thing is happening because right now, it's the foreigners on top of this country. A country by where our leaders, they feel so comfortable and so bossy in front of the foreigners and beside them, your gods. An international airport by where a lady who sells goods there, she's a Kenyan, having a shop, owning a shop. And it is because it's the deal from our leaders giving that lady that portion of place to make money. I don't care whatever that will happen to me. I'm a youth. And I feel this pain inside me, and I will never stop talking.